Hi, my name is Keller O'Leary. I'm the managing editor for Water Conditioning and Purification Magazine. I'm here today with Mike Heatwole. Mike, can you introduce yourself for us?
Sure. Mike Heatwole. I'm a master water specialist with the Water Quality Association, and my day job is a regional sales manager for A.O. Smith North American Water Treatment, which is a mouthful. I cover the Mid-Atlantic region of the country, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, and Delaware. Been in the industry 45 plus years.
Awesome. So I know that there's a lot of challenges with microplastics and PFAS. Those are some pretty big topics right now. Can you talk a little bit about the challenges with addressing those, or kind of what the state is currently with them?
So for us in the industry, microplastics, PFAS are definitely, I call it the flavor of the month. They're the hot topics, certainly in the news. And it's really interesting coming to the conference and hearing all the discussion about it. The reality in the field, though, is I find microplastics to be of more concern with the consumer than actually the PFAS right now. And that's from my perspective in my region. So PFAS is certainly known health contaminants that people are concerned about. Microplastics are a little more unknown, but I think the consumer can relate to microplastics because we touch it in our bottles. It's all around us. PFAS is invisible. We can't see it. We don't taste it. We don't, touch it. Yet it's in everything that we do wear, set on,
everything around us.
The air we breathe, the water we drink, and everything.
Yeah. So is there a typical kind of treatment option right now? I know it's kind of an evolving sphere, but like what can residents, people in general do right now to kind of protect their water?
So what's really cool now is when PFAS first came to light and became a real issue, that was a question. How do we treat it? What technology? And it's actually fairly easy to treat, and with our current technology. So companies came out with some options. It was mostly on the large municipal scale, not residential. And then, as government sometimes will, there was debate back and forth what the parameters should be set. So I think we had a little downtime in the industry. People were waiting. The industry was waiting to see what is the actual target, which now is either at 4 or 10 parts per trillion, which is an ungodly small number, right? To imagine. And but we do have quite a bit of technology available off the shelf that the consumer can use and the water treatment professionals can mitigate. And then microplastics are particles, right? They are something that you can kind of grab a hold of. They might be so small you can't see it, but they're easily filtered. So there's a lot of filtration technology that's out there. So as a consumer, you just want to make sure you're buying a certified, independent, third-party, validated device that has been proven to reduce the particles or the PFAS to the claims that the manufacturer's making.
So there's a lot of those options right now for consumers. Do you see any kind of progression in not only technology, but like any policy that you're kind of maybe predicting or hoping that comes to fruition for those?
Well, I mean, policy is there. Enforcement always becomes the issue, I think. How long, how do we enforce it? Where do we define? What's been interesting with PFAS over the last years is states have taken the initiative to come up with their own standards beyond what the government came up with. Now I think that EPA has established their protocol. Everybody's pretty much gearing to that. The big question on PFAS is how much of it can we take care of municipal water, but what about well water? When you're on a private residence, it's all on you. So fortunately, again, there's technology there that that the consumer can purchase. But, we have what we call an industry final barrier, which is a filter or a system we can put in at the house, either point of entry or point of use under the sink. And there's going to be more and more of that technology available over the next couple years. And I think we'll see price points coming down, kind of like the computers, right?
Yeah.
They were expensive when they first came out. As you get competition, that drives the cost down. New technologies, better ways of treating the particles or removing the PFAS. So it will get easier to deal with moving forward.
Oh, that's awesome. Mike, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate your insight.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you, Kevin.